I'm trying to speak to the Jarl.
Let me guess.
Please don't interrupt the court.
Someone stole
Please, don't interrupt the court.
Don't interrupt the court. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken.
There's strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to I've done my part. Dragonbridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave. Until next time.
Do you have business with the court? You mean the Dragonbridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Feel free to return to me with questions.
Please address all questions to the steward, Falk Firebeard.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
The morale of our people in this difficult time. I think we shall have
I was to my... Because Ulfric, someone he... Torig's father Islad had held Sky... No, even after Islad died, the Moot voted to make Torig High King of Sky. But Ulfric, I don't think... If Ulfric had asked Torig directly to... Because even... And Torig wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I have no time or patience for a student. Perhaps the College of Winterhold will grant admission.
I must protest my yard.
Take care of yourself.
A parade
Always
would make you an
remember.
easy target.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Oh, very well. I can see there's no changing your stubborn Nord minds.
Careful.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
Being old's not so
New
bad.
in town, right?
Daughter
If
keeps
you
me
need a
fed.
place to sleep, head
My
over to the
working days are
Winking
done.
Skeever. We keep working it. I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivian. Vivian Onus.
When you get bored, stranger.
I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivian and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. I was done talking anyway.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up. You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Rament's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Can you spare a septum? What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. It's best you leave me be.
Spirit. Huh. You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Behrend. Please, feel free to look around. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Take a look. Take a look. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Hey, wanna play tag? Papa says, hey, watch it.
When I was waiting.
Me. Hey, wanna play tag?
Yes? Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
There's nothing like a good song to lift the... Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for. Come by the Winking Skeever anytime you want to hear a tune.
Maybe you need a partner, Just picture it. 2 women, the dusty road, strapping men at every tavern, a fortune in gold to be claimed. And I would like you to oversee this work personally.
A wise course of action, my Jarl. However, we have little food or water to spare.
General Tullius will never allow that. He's ordered all surplus food to be given over for the war effort.
General Tullius does not run this city, Thane Eriker. have you forgotten your oaths of fealty?
My apologies, Jarl Elisif. I was thinking only of the importance of the war effort.
There's no need for an apology, and you're right about the war. Perhaps this is a matter best discussed with the General in person.
I will make the arrangements, my Jarl.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard. It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent. Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon.
We'll need to visit each home for an assessment.
Is it that time
Be
again
well.
already?
Pray for
Very
solitude
well.
and my husband.
Let's meet this evening and make the arrangements.
Oh, well done. Very subtle.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I imply that you've been meeting for purposes other than court business? You must forgive me.
Hold your tongue, wizard, or you're likely to lose it.
I should very much like to see you try it, my dear student.
Stop it, both of you. You're acting like children. Thane Bryling, at your service.
Do you have business with the court?
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
It's good we hold the
report?
Reach. Were the rebels to gain control, the silver mines would give them coin to hire more thugs and expand their violence.
Speak quickly. Oh, that's wonderful. You've done us a great service. As promised, the outfit is yours, and here's something for your trouble.
You know you drink more Septimo too.
You should see me when you get
Remember
bored,
radiant
stranger.
raiment when you need a change of attire.
carriage is the safest way to travel. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ready to go yet?
By Eastmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lauria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. Like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Luca. But you were gone longer than usual. I was thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere, is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. That now jesters? Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skullvar. I'll remember that. Yeah, right. Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. You've been talking to those too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. And why not? 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Ha! Snowback. Good. Chat time's over.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops.
Speak, elf.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane. New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm?
Life's hard enough with that bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Bits and baubles for sale. All. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. You take care of yourself now.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Bribing me? Well, a bard does